In a 7,500 square foot mansion in Bristol, Wisconsin, Bill Wann, an engineer and an aquarium builder, constructed what's considered to be North America's largest privately owned reef aquarium.
Wow.
I grew up with aquariums in the house. I think the biggest tank we ever had was 75 gallons, and to me, that was a big tank. How many gallons?
20,000.
20,000?
Yeah.
It's another level what Bill's got going on here.
My passion for this originally started back in the 80s when I saw a first saltwater tank at my uncle's house. He had an eye for design that I haven't seen with anybody else, and that's what fascinates me. So I just started designing my own. I bought a 90-gallon tank when I was in high school.
Right.
And I learned the basics of it back then.
That's a big tank to start with, even in the 90s,
Yeah.
a big one to start with.
So I went through the whole, breaking in process and stuff. And I went out and bought myself a porcupine puffer. I'm like, oh, this guy's great.
Yeah.
I didn't know what fish you could put with what. So then I bought another tank to put other fish in, 150-gallon. Then I tied both of them together, and then I started getting into building my own filtration. Over the years, I've probably built about 15 different sizes. I do it for the challenge of taking care of those fish. That's what keeps me coming back to doing it. They're like our kids, so we take care of them like babies. These two are the oldest.
Oh, really?
I've had him for about 11 years. He's just like a dog when you're in there. He doesn't care what you do.
Wow.
And he lived in my 1,500-gallon tank. His name was Fred, and then we brought him over here.
How deep is this tank?
It's 10 feet from front to back.
Right.
It's 10 feet from the bottom up, and it's 24 feet long.
Wow, man, this thing goes on and on.
Over 2,000 pounds of living coral, which all started from tiny coral polyps that Bill grew in a separate tank and relocated into the main tank, provide a natural environment for nearly 20 different species of tropical fish, including angelfish, tangs, and triggerfish.
And the fish like to be with their corals. You'll see them rubbing up against the corals. They'll swim into them when they're sick. They like that symbiosis of the coral and the fish.
You build this house around this?
Around the tank.
Is it connected?
The tank is built separate from the house because we knew the tank would settle over the years.
Right.
So it's not connected to the house, actually. This wall is part of the tank. This would move
Oh,
with the
this
tank.
moves with it?
Yep.
All rebar?
Yep, all
reinforced?
epoxy-coated rebar.
Epoxy-coated that way because it doesn't rust from the moisture, right?
Yep.
It's impressive, man. It's like walking into an aquarium you would go visit on vacation.
This is 2.5 inches thick. There's a block of it right there if you want to grab it.
Wow.
That's acrylic.
This is almost like what they use in the banks?
Yeah.
Or a little bit more?
Yeah, it's a little thicker than the stuff they use in the bank. But it's got a lot of water pressure to hold against.
Right,
I mean, you could have used 1.5 inches on here. It would have bowed.
Right.
Yeah, you'd have some bow to it, but it would have held. That's the beauty of acrylic. I don't use glass for that reason. Is glass, you get a scratch in it. That's the end of it.
And that's it, yeah.
To withstand the pressure that 20,000 gallons of water exerts on the walls of a tank, two 6x10 acrylic panels weighing more than a ton each were installed to provide a leak-proof face to the aquarium.
These guys become like your
family.
Your family and your pets. And you just chill here and you chill at night?
Yeah, sit there and watch our fish.
And then you go in there and chill with them? What do you have, a snorkel or what do you got?
Scuba gear. I have supplied air and I use a full face mask. I'll just sit down on my rock down there and sit with my fish. It's like going to the ocean for me.
Some people think as fish is like just an unconscious being. I mean, these are his pets. This is his family. How many fish do you think you have in here?
The last count, we're somewhere around 300 fish. We're kind of the fish sanctuary. Everybody gives us their beat-up fish. That guy there, he's growing his fin back. This fish here, he's real special. He was emaciated. He was a wreck when we got him, very malnourished. So we got him fattened up, and his face is slowly starting to heal. When you put a new fish in there, they're all on edge. So you got to calm them down.
How do you calm them down?
Turn the lights off and give them lots of food.
Really? That's how you calm me down, too. This guy, he's like a mad scientist of fish.
With no commercially available pumps or filtration systems suitable for Bill's aquarium, he put on his engineer hat and custom-built nearly every component himself. 12 pumps circulate 20,000 gallons of water through 3 miles of pipes into the filtration system, which provides a purity level cleaner than any ocean. I guess it's only the best for this family of fish.
This is not a cheap hobby.
No, it's probably one of the most expensive hobbies I've ever had. It's hard to say how much we've actually spent on the tank. Our best guess is we're somewhere over $1 million right now.
And this is the main room.
That's behind the tank here.
Oh, it's wild. Yeah, this is impressive, man.
Thanks.
if I stick my hand in, I'm not gonna get bit, right? Oh!
Yeah, they might peck at you.
Yeah.
You want to take a trip in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
You got a wetsuit with muscles built in or anything, or no? Where I come from, swimming with the fishes means a totally different thing. This is the kind of swimming with fishes I love. All right, here I go. Feels nice. Not too cold, not too warm. All right, let's do this. It's like you're out in the ocean someplace, you know? We're right here in Wisconsin, and we got tropical fish pecking at me and, you know, swimming around in a cool tank. I mean, how can I ask for a better job?